Hey guys, and welcome to yet another Nibiru proof video. And for this video it's going to be virtual world. In the past I did a Nibiru proof Infernovo video and a lot of people liked that video, so I decided to do it again. And nobody likes getting hit by Nibiru. Like, imagine doing your combo and having that satisfaction like, yes, I'm doing the combo, and then suddenly your opponent Nibirus you, and that's just gotta feel bad, right? So this deck is Nibiru proof, and the way you do the Nibiru proof combo, which I will show after the deck profile, is through this, number 75. So number 75 can negate Nibiru, and in the combo you will make this on 5th summon. So when your opponent actually Nibirus you on 5th summon, you can just activate this and negate the Nibiru. So I'll show the combo after the video, and let's get into the deck profile. So before doing the deck profile, just give a quick FYI that this is Blazing Vortex. So this comes out in Blazing Vortex. It's a new trap card and it's pretty good. And there's actually two cards that come out in Blazing Vortex. It doesn't matter. You don't need the new trap card to do the combo, like the Nibiru proof combo. It's just like the icing on the cake. So it makes the combo a little better if you play the new virtual world gate. So it's like a trap gate, and it's also really good. You don't want to maximize on it because drawing it isn't the best. I guess you could discard it, but you don't want to draw this card usually, except if you want to discard it. And that's why I'm playing only 2 copies. And there was another card that came out, Virtual World. So this also comes out in Blazing Vortex, and Blazing Vortex comes out in like a month from now, so it's not too long. And this one is trash, so you don't want to play this. So it's a normal summon for Virtual World, and the second effect gets it back from the graveyard, so it's kind of like Nyan. But the only thing that makes this card so bad is that you need to discard a Psychic or Worm monster to get it back from the graveyard. And that's really bad because the only Psychic or the other monsters you're playing are the virtual world monsters, and instead of discarding the virtual world monster to bring this back, you can just use its effect and special summon itself from the hand. So it's pointless playing this unless of course you can use it for the normal summon. So some people might want to do that, but I feel like the overall consistency of this build that I made right here is like pretty good, so I don't think this one was necessary. It's not that great. So let's get into the deck profile. So first of all, we're playing 3 of every single virtual world card except the new one, and it's pretty self-explanatory. It's a very small engine, and you want to maximize and you want to see the virtual world monsters in your hand so that you can combo. So 3 Lulu. Lulu's the searcher, so obviously 3, and 3 Lily. So Lulu and Lily are the ones that like make your combos possible. So Lily mills twice, Lulu mills once and searches. So these 2 are like the main ones, and they're really good. And then you have 3 Lao Lao. So this one is like the monster reborn, and it can also special summon itself from the hand and send, like all the other virtual world cards. And then you have 3 Gigi. So Gigi is like a recycler and can also special summon itself from the hand, and you want to see all of your virtual world cards in your hand like all the time. And we're also playing the 3 Nyan, like the only card you're gonna normal summon. So that's basically it for the virtual world engine. It's pretty self-explanatory. You have to run 3 of every single one of them because there's only like 15 cards of monsters, and you want to see these cards in your hand or else you'll brick and you won't be able to combo. So it's just 3 of all of the virtual world cards except the new one. Next, we're playing for hand traps. We're playing 3 Ash. So Ash can counter like any deck. It doesn't matter if it's a combo deck or anything. Ash just counters anything. And then you're playing 3 Gamma. So a lot of the decks in this metagame are running True King of All Calamities as their main win condition, and Gamma can completely counter it. And all of these virtual world cards, their effects activate in the hand. So if you activate one of their effects and he like ashes you or something, you can Gamma in response. So Gamma is just, in my opinion, it's the best hand trap of the format because it can counter VFD. So it's just a great card in general. You want to run Gamma. And you have to run the driver as well. It's a brick well worth playing because Gamma is just such a good hand trap. Next, we're playing the Emergency Teleport. So this card can summon your Nyan directly from the deck. You don't want to summon like Lulu or anything because its effect won't activate. So Emergency teleport is to get Nyan, and it's a great extender as well. And you're running 3 Foolish Burial Goods. So what makes Foolish Burial Good so good now, because of Blazing Vortex like coming out in a month, is this new gate. So you can use goods, you can mill any of these gates. And so this one can search, this one can increase or decrease the level, and this one is a Monster Reborn. So if you don't know what this card does, it says during the battle phase, you can target one face-up monster on the field, change its battle position. So that's really bad. So the on-field effect is very bad, but the effect that vanishes itself from the graveyard is good. So it's like a Monster Reborn. So that effect is good and can also be milled off of Foolish Burial Goods as like an extender. And you can also mill any of these two. So that's why we're playing 3 Foolish Burial Goods. It just makes it better. People usually just run it to mill one of these two. But now with Blazing Vortex, you can also use this one, and you can mill it as a Monster Reborn. Next, we're playing the 3 Triple Tactics Talent. So this card can get you the draw. It can also take control of one monster your opponent controls, or look at your opponent's hand and shuffle one. So just all 3 of these effects are good. Usually you're using the draw effect, but if you really need to, you can also use the other 2. So these Triple Tactics Talent is really good, and a lot of people are using VFD as well. So if they like use VFD on your turn, you can also use Talent. So just for draw power, basically, like most of the time you just want to use it for draw power. And then we're playing the 3 Kowloon. You also want to see this card in your hand all the time because it can place a Virtual World Gate from your deck to your Spell and Trap Zone. So it's also like one of those key combo pieces since it can place this Trap Gate on the Spell and Trap Zone. Unlike this Trap Gate, the new one is not that good on the field. You want to put it in the graveyard, never on the field. That's why I'm only playing 2. Next, we're playing the 3 Qinglong. So this one is a searcher and it can also negate effects. So this one is really good. You'll have to maximize on it. And next we're playing the 3 Chuche. So this one can pop and recycle. So it's also interruption on your opponent's turn. So that's really good. And this is the trap gate you're going to place with your Kowloon so that you can do your combo. And it's also an interruption. So that's really good. And I felt like you can play 3. And also for most combos, the decreasing the level and increasing the level by 3, that's also really good. So you're going to maximize on this. And then 2 of the new trap gate. This one isn't, the field effect as I said before is not as good as this one, but the graveyard effect is really good. So just 2 copies is more than enough. Some people are trying 3 and 1, but I felt like 2 is the ideal number. So that's going to wrap it up for the main deck. It's just 40 cards. Nothing too special. And now let's jump into the extra deck. So for extra deck, we are playing 1 Coral Dragon. So it gets you the extra draw. And it's just a good card. And you also have the Star Discharge Warrior. So this one can also get you the draw, except it's like the counterpart of Coral Dragon. But Coral Dragon's a tuner and this one is not. And you want to play both because depending on your situation, either of them can be good. And then we're playing the 1 Gigi. I'm not sure how to say its name, but this one's also good because you're going to use it for like one of the combos. It's a pretty good card in general, and you can also use its effect to like target a virtual world card in your great. So like, for example, if you have, let's say Nyan and Lulu, that's like one of the combos, then you can synchro into the level 6, and then you can use your Lao and target the level 6 and then bring back Lulu and do your combo. So that's also really good. And we're also playing the 1 Shen. So this Shen is like a Macros Cosmos that can come back from the graveyard. And it's like the key level 9 of the deck. And 1 copy is more than enough because as I said, it can come back from the graveyard. So that's amazing. We're playing the 1 Croca Dragon. It's like one of the great level 9 monsters. It also gets you that extra draw. And hand power, if you want to call it that, is really good. You also have the 1 Vermilion Dragon Mech. So this one is like removal and it also banishes your tuners. And if you want, banishing your tuners can be good sometimes because like Nyan and the Trap Gate can like recycle all your virtual world cards anyway. So it's kind of like a free pop. And then you have Cloud Castle. So this is like a really good combo piece. And used with this Trap Gate, like decreasing the level of Shen and then using a level 3 tuner and Shen Shen to go into Cloud Castle, and then using Cloud Castle to bring back Shen Shen. So that's really good as well. So for this choice, a lot of you are not going to like, but I'm also playing the Geomathmech Final Sigma, and I'm not running Breaksword. So if you want, you can run Breaksword instead of Final Sigma, but I chose to play Final Sigma because, first of all, it's an OTK card, and second of all, it says unaffected by card effects. So, like, control players are going to have a really, really hard time to deal with this card. And it's also an OTK card because if it's in the extra monster zone and attacks opponent's monster, the damage is doubled. So this card is really good and I like it, and will also be used in our combo. If you don't like it, you can put in Breaksword, but it's just my personal choice to put this in. You don't have to. Next, I'm playing the one number 75. So as I said, this is the card that lets your combo be Nibiru proof, and I'll show the combo after the deck. So you have to play this, obviously. Next, we're playing the one Gaia. So if you use like one of these rank 6 Xyz monsters, you can put Gaia on top, and then you can attack into one of your opponent's monsters, and it also does piercing damage. And after that, you can go into main phase 2, and you can go into Zeus, and Zeus will have 4 materials. So that's really good. That's like 2 board wipes during opponent's turn. So that's really, really good, and that's why I'm playing the Gaia. I'm playing one Utopia Beyond. Utopia Beyond counters Dragoon, and also kind of is like an OTK card because it turns everything into 0 attack. So how it counters Dragoon is like, it makes Dragoon 0 attack and you can just attack through it. It's also 3k beater, so that's great. And then we're playing the one Constellar. So this one is removal because you can, it's like non-targeting removal. So this is really good, and in some cases you won't have to use its effect and you can just go into Gaia and then Zeus. And then we're playing 2 VFD. So just in case like one of your VFD gets like hit by Gamma or Imperm or something, you have the second one in here as well. A lot of people are playing 2 because just in case your opponent has something for your first VFD, you just don't lose the duel right there. So you have 2. And then you're also playing the Zeus because you can use Gaia and have 4 materials for Zeus. And it can also board wipe, and it makes it really easy. As I said before, if you want, you can take this Final Sigma out and put in Breaksword instead. It's just your personal choice. For the side deck, I made the side deck in a way to counter like all the current meta decks. So we're playing the one Dino Wrestler and the 2 Sea Turtle Kaiju. So these 3 cards, I put them in keeping in mind to counter Zeus. And Zeus is like everywhere. It's in like all Xyz decks, and it's also in like Zodiac, Eldritch, and just Zodiac in general. And they can put up like Zeus with like 6-8 material sometimes, and that's really, really dangerous. So you can just slap a Kaiju on it, or you can even like put Dino Wrestler, because Dino Wrestler's effect is a quick effect, and Dino Wrestler also serves as removal along with the Kaiju. So they're just solid picks in general, and they also counter Zeus. Next, we're playing the 3 Lancia. So Lancia is to counter dinosaurs, which are also at full power right now. It counters a lot of other decks as well, and also counters Eldritch, because Zodiac Eldritch is also like seen a lot in the current metagame. So Lancia is like a really good pick. Like Dryton decks are even playing Lancia in the main deck because it can be searched and because it's just so good. And now we're playing Nibiru, like the card this deck is like countering because it's a Nibiru proof deck, as I said in the description. And we're playing Nibiru because the opponent may be playing a combo deck, and every deck in this metagame obviously special summons more than 5 times, except maybe dinosaurs. So that's why I decided to side it, because Dragon Link and Infernobles, like not that many people are playing that anymore because Link Cross got a hit. So Nibiru's in the side deck, not the main deck. Now we're playing 2 Twin Twisters and the 1 Harpy's Feather Duster. So some of the cards that counter Virtual World are Cosmic Cyclone and Ice Dragon's Prison, as well as Gamma and Imperm because they counter VFD. So to get rid of Cosmic Cyclones and Ice Dragon's Prison, you have the back row removal. So Ice Dragon's Prison can like remove the normal the monsters that are on your field because they're like the same type and attribute, like wind and here, right here, and then you have earth. So like that, it can just remove it from the field. And Cosmic Cyclone can, so if you activate the Kowaloon and you place this on your spell and trap zone, he can activate Cosmic Cyclone and he can just get this out of your board. and then you won't have anything to target and you're out of place. So that's why we're playing the back row removal. It's just in general playing back row removal, but this is another reason to play back row. So I'm not playing Lightning Storm because sometimes you just have like a well-established board and he still breaks it and like have a monster on the field. So this is still a good pick. I like Twin Twisters better personally, but you can also go for Lightning Storm, and Twin Twisters is also budget. And then we're playing the 3 Droplet. So Droplet counters literally anything, and Droplet can also counter VFD since it's quick play, so that's why I decided to put it in. So that's it for the deck profile. Let's get into the combos next. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. You'll get notified every time I upload a new video. So for the combo, you need Lily, Kowaloon, and any virtual world monster except Nyan. So in my case, I'm going to be using Lulu. It doesn't matter because you're going to use all of them, and the order in which you search them doesn't really matter. So I'm going to go with Lulu first, and if you don't have Lulu, then you can, when you mill using Lily, you can just search Lulu with Chinlong. So you activate the Kowaloon and put Chuche in your spell and trap zone. Then go Lily's effect, target your trap gate and mill Nyan, and also mill the Chinlong. And now I'm gonna banish the Chinlong to search from my deck. I'm gonna search Lao. So if you don't have Lulu, you can search it right now. It doesn't matter. That's why it's any virtual world card, because you're gonna use all of them anyway. And then now you have the Lulu, and then you now use Lulu's effect, target the Chuche again because you want to search the monster. So target Chuche and add whatever you don't have, like the other one. So in my case it's GG, so I'm gonna add that to my hand. So this is 2 summons. So Lily was 1 and Lulu is our second summon. And for third summon you go GG, and you can mill your Chuche from your deck to the grave and summon your GG, and then that's your third summon now. And Nibiru's on 5th summon, so now you can also trigger Nyan from the grave and bring it back. That's 4th summon, and then you can overlay Nyan and GG into number 75, and there you're Nibiru proof. And if he Nibiru's you, right now you can just detach 2 and negate it. So on the 5th summon you're Nibiru proof. So now you can do your combo safely without having to worry about Nibiru. And next, for the combo, you can just use your Lulu and Lily and just synchro summon into Shen. And now, since your Lulu's in the grave, you can use Lao and bring back Lulu. And now you can mill the new trap. So if you're not, and you have to target Shen obviously because you want to mill the new trap. If you're not playing Blazing Vortex, then you can just mill whatever, it doesn't really matter. But the trap is just like the icing on the cake. And then you bring back your Lulu from the graveyard. And now you can banish your Chuche and decrease Shen's level by 3. So it's that Cloud Castle combo I was talking about. And now use Shen and Lulu to make Cloud Castle. And then you can use Cloud Castle's effect to bring back Shen from the graveyard. And next you can overlay into True King of All Calamities, which I also like to call free win. And from here you can banish the new virtual world gate and bring back your Lily. And you don't have to do this because obviously you can do the combo without the gate. It's just like an extra bonus. So you bring back Lily and then you can synchro summon into, and you also have to send 1 card from your hand to the graveyard because that's its effect, I just forgot. And then you synchro into Final Sigma and put it in the extra monster zone. And now this results in you have a Nibiru proof board. You have the Gossip Shadow negate if you haven't used it already on Nibiru. And now you also have the VFD on the field, which negates like all monster effects, and that's really good. It's basically a free win. And you also have Shen attached, so next turn you can banish 2, bring it back. It's a Macros Cosmos. And you have Final Sigma in the extra monster zone, which is unaffected by card effects, so control players cannot go through it, and next turn you can use it to OTK your opponent since any damage it inflicts is doubled. And you also have that virtual world Chuche in your spell and trap zone. So Chuche can shuffle 2 of your banished virtual world gates, and it can shuffle 2 of your banished virtual world gates and then pop a card on the field. So that's the combo. Also, if you want to check out my other virtual world builds, the links are in the description. So I've made the other combos for virtual world, just the normal combos, and I've also made a first place LCS 8 deck, so if you want to check that out, go ahead and do that. And also subscribe to the channel and like the video. It's a great way to support me and the channel, and also make sure to answer the poll question down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.